Good morning, drumming community. Bart Elliott here. It is Friday, September 13th. I hope you're having a great day thus far. On our calendar today, we are remembering legendary singer and drummer Mel Torme, aka the Velvet Fog, who was born on this day. I already forgot the days. Back in 1925. I believe that's right. Yes. And he passed away in June of 99. If you're not familiar with Mel Torme, you should really look him up. Really a great drummer, and he was a pretty close friend to Buddy, the legendary drummer Buddy Rich. And Buddy was very genuine and open to Mel. Sometimes Buddy wasn't the most personable to everybody, but they were pretty good, close friends and hung out a lot. Also, we're remembering William F. Ludwig II. Used to be junior, but he went by second, who was born on this day back in 1916, and he passed away in March of 2008. And Mr. Ludwig is the son of the co-founder of the Ludwig Drum Company, William F. Ludwig Sr., the first. And you'll want to be sure and check out my tribute page to Mr. Ludwig the second. On the Drummer Cafe website, I've got not only just a tribute page, but also there is a video tribute that I made in memoriam to him the week of his passing. He passed on the 22nd, and I finished the video 8 days later, so it was in the moment. His son, B3, which is William F. Ludwig III, sent me a lot of content for that. And also, on that tribute page, besides my tribute video, there's also the Ludwig Drum Company presentation from 2008 at the 2008 Chicago Drum Show that you can watch that, as well as an interview with B3 at the Chicago Drum Show that same year. It was the next day or later that day, I don't remember, but I sat down and talked with about the Ludwig Drum Company as well as his dad. The interview with B3, I apologize, was it's not in high def, it's standard def. And the tape is a little wobbly. It won't get all the details, but there were some mechanical issues with the camera, and it's there, but it's just a little grovelly at times. So, but you should check that out, and it's streaming commercial free on Drummer Cafe. Also on the clinic calendar, if you're watching this, you're missing it because it's over in China. It's Dave Weckl is giving a clinic. He is celebrating his 30 years with the Yamaha Drum Company. And so Dave is giving a clinic in China that was at 7 p.m. China time. And also today, we've got New York Philharmonic principal percussionist Chris Lamb, who's giving a clinic at 1 p.m. at the University of North Texas. That's in Denton, Texas, in the music building there. And that is $5 if you are not part of their organization, or they have a drum club, so it costs $5. But it'll be a great clinic. Chris is a great percussionist and plays a lot of different instruments. What else can I tell you? Let's talk about a few other things that are going to be coming up on the calendar before we get into some other news. I wanted to mention that tomorrow, since I don't do these vlogs on the weekends, I wanted to mention that our friend Wes Crawford will be giving a drum clinic. This is going to be at 1 p.m. tomorrow at Ephrata, E-P-H-R-A-T-A, Pennsylvania. That's at Beams Music Studio, Ephrata, or Ephrata. Don't know how to say it. It's not Ephrata because there's not E-U. Who knows for sure, but I think it's west of Pennsylvania. You can check out the Drummer Cafe calendar for directions and a map. Also, I wanted to mention that a couple other clinics. One is Dave Weckl will again be giving a clinic, and this is going to be in Beijing, China, and that's Sunday, the 18th at 7 p.m. Beijing time. Also, Simon Phillips is going to be giving a drum clinic on Sunday, and that is at 6:30 p.m. in Mesa, Arizona. So check that out. If you are in the Arizona area, you'll want to check that out. It'll be great to see Simon. And again, all the details on the Drummer Cafe calendar. Also, go ahead and send out a happy birthday to Kelly Keegi, who will be turning 61. He is the drummer and singer from Night Ranger. I believe I'm right with that. He's 61 years old today, and I've got some video footage and such, but I'm sure many of you are familiar with Night Ranger. I've got some video footage on his calendar entry for his birthday. Okay, on to some other things. One item I want to mention is that Virgil Donati has a new mini documentary out. In fact, it's now available on Drummer Cafe. It's on the main page, or you can look at Hot Off the Grill and watch that video documentary. Very interesting. It's on kind of a behind the scenes in the making of his new album, In This Life. He's got some interviews and comments from various musicians, intimate observations of the music, as well as a lot of musicians that are playing, and some behind the scenes footage of them recording, as well as getting to hear some of the highlights from like 3 different tracks, as well as some good old jamming. So check that out. Also, I wanted to mention that I've been doing these artist close-ups on the Drummer Cafe. Some of the new entries, I don't think I mentioned this the other day, and I put this up the other day, was an artist close-up with George Lawrence, who is the drummer for Poco and many other Nashville artists. And George bought Not So Modern Drummer from William F. Ludwig III a number of years ago, I think about 3 years ago, and is running that, and you can just watch his interview and you get to hear about his background, what's going on. Also, Ron Ganaway, who is playing drums for Gretchen Stocksdale. That's a girl. It's a girl I went to school with, Gretchen Wilson. Hey, Gretchen Stocksdale. Gretchen Wilson. He's playing drums for her, and you can watch Ron. Ron is a Thai metalworks pedals artist, and so you can check out that video. Special thanks to Todd Trent for making those videos possible. Also, there's another artist close-up made possible by the Joyful Noise Drum Company and Kurt Waltrip. This is an artist close-up of Steve Sinatra. I actually shot this video 2 years ago, but have just now got it on the Drummer Cafe site. I did it for Joyful Noise, but I've packaged it for the Drummer Cafe, so you can check that, and I've got a lot more footage coming your way from a lot of other different drummers and artists. The cool thing about with Steve's close-up is that he's playing on a Joyful Noise drum kit, trying out some different drums, and talks about his TKO brass snare drum. And I believe Steve is actually endorsing Craviotto now. So Joyful Noise really doesn't have an official endorsement type thing. So, but I still believe he's still using the snare drum. But hence the little discrepancies there, if you see that. And thank you, Steve, for doing that with me. I think that's about it. Not a whole lot else going on drum news wise. Just continue talk about Tico Torres and his surgery needed in New Mexico for the appendicitis, appendectomy. It's hard to say. I do want to mention, because it's coming up and it would involve travel, is that if you're going to be in Nashville next week, on the 17th, which is a Tuesday evening, and really throughout the day, it's going to be Thai Snare Drum Day. Todd Trent from Thai Drums, used to be with Ludwig for many years, is now with Thai Drums, and he is bringing some one-offs and some unique snare drums that you can go and check out at Forks Drum Closet. And actually, Forks Drum Closet, you can go to forksdrumcloset.com. They've got quite the selection of snare drums, probably one of the biggest snare drum rooms in the country, definitely the state. And go and check that out and play a lot of different drums. Say hi to Gary and the Forkum family. And they've got a lot of other days, so you can go to their site and check out their calendar with a bunch of their in-store events. I don't usually post those on my calendar because I only report on educational items, not sales and things like that. But since I'm in Nashville and Gary has supported and sponsored Drummer Cafe in the past, meaning Forks Drum Closet. I want to give him a shout out. So thank you, Gary. And also remember about the Masters of the Trade that's coming up on October 3rd. If you're watching this vlog, which is the video version of my newsletter, The Press Roll, if you're watching it on the Drummer Cafe website, you'll notice that it plays this and immediately goes to a few other things, like a little video ad for this Master of the Trade, blah, 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 blah. It's almost like a little show. So that's a cool thing. If you're watching this, go to the Drummer Cafe website. On the main page there on the right, upper right side, you'll see that, and you can click What's Cookin' there. Or, of course, you can watch this when I post these on Facebook, Twitter, as well as a special channel for The Press Roll, youtube.com/The Press Roll. That's going to be it for today. I hope you all have a great day. Be kind to each other. Have some great gigs. Try to pick up the drumsticks and spend some time on the pad if you haven't had much time. Speaking to myself there. And we'll see you on Monday. Take care and bye-bye. Peace to you all.